Welcome to the Cold War, also known as two dudes beefing for 40 years but never actually throwing hands. On one side, we have the United States, loud, flashy, and allergic to socialism. And on the other side, the Soviet Union, obsessed with communism and the world's #1 speedrunner for breadlines. And between them, the constant fear that any minute the world might literally end. Stick around, it only gets worse.
Did somebody say boom?
Let's rewind to World War II. America and the Soviets actually teamed up to stop the Nazis. Yeah, the world's weirdest collab. Think Drake and Josh, but with nukes.
We're like brothers, only closer.
But the second Hitler took the L, they immediately went, "Aight, we're done here." Boom, instant frenemies.
I don't like your tone.
Here's the problem. America believed in capitalism, aka chasing money like Mr. Krabs. Meanwhile, the USSR believed in communism, aka giving everyone free pretty patties. Neither system worked perfectly, but both sides acted like their burger was the only burger worth eating. The first showdown? Berlin. The Soviets tried to block off West Berlin like Squidward hiding the formula. The US responded by literally dropping food and supplies from planes. Imagine DoorDash, but Cold War edition. Then came the space race. The Soviets launched Sputnik, the first satellite. The US panicked harder than SpongeBob on his driving test and threw billions into NASA. Suddenly, space was less about science and more about who could flex harder on the moon.
No, please, have mercy!
Meanwhile, both sides kept stockpiling nukes like Mr. Krabs hoarding pennies. At one point, they had enough to destroy the planet like 20 times over. Because once isn't enough, right?
I'm ready for me money.
Fast forward to 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis. The Soviets started sneaking nukes into Cuba, which is very close to Florida. Like, imagine Squidward moving his house 5 feet from SpongeBob's. It's tense. President Kennedy basically screamed, "We're not cavemen. We have technology," while slamming his desk. The world held its breath for 13 days straight, and somehow, we didn't end up as nuclear barbecue.
We're not cavemen! We have technology!
Khrushchev, leader of the USSR, blinked first. Which is funny, because he once banged his shoe on a table at the UN. Peak diplomacy.
Why does this keep happening to me?
By the 1980s, the Soviets were broke. Like SpongeBob trying to buy a single chocolate bar broke.
I'm all out of money!
Enter Gorbachev, the guy with the funky birthmark. He introduced perestroika and glasnost, aka reforms that were basically the imagination meme but in Russian.
Imagination.
And just like the Krusty Krab when SpongeBob quits, the USSR started collapsing. One by one, countries left the squad until it was just Russia standing there like Squidward, tired and alone.
All the wasted years!
So after 40 years of passive-aggressive stares, propaganda, and a literal arms race, the Cold War ended. Capitalism technically won, communism took the L, and everyone moved on.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Well, mostly moved on.
Well, you did it. You took my one chance at happiness and crushed it. Crushed it into little tiny bite-sized pieces.